Okay, so it's Monday, July 10th, and I thought I'd do a little update. I haven't gotten very far. I have done this strong back or keel, whatever you want to call it, and it marked off the positions of the frames. There's some errors in this, and I just gave up trying to track it down. Part of it is because the plans see that zero line is where they measured their frame locations from the zero line. But the zero line is not at the end of the ship, so there's like 6 feet in there. And then there's this little gap between zero and so anyway, somehow some error had crept in, and what I wound up doing was I spaced all the frames from the stern up to number 8, and then I started spacing the remainder of the frames from number 8 by scaling off this plan, scaling the gap between each frame. And what happened was I wound up with number 1 frame too far back, so I fudged it. I simply repositioned number 1 and then repositioned from 8 to 1. So these are set from the bow, and so somewhere in there there's a few feet that weren't accounted for, or something was placed in the wrong place. I don't know, but I don't think it really is going to matter. At least I hope not. So the next step is to start cutting the frames out of the plywood. So what I'm going to do with that is, here's, for example, this is number 1. I'm going to take a bunch of paper and put it under the frame number, and then use a pin. That way I won't cut up my original plan that way, so I could transfer these points to a piece of paper with a pin going through, and then on that paper I can develop, cut it out and make a template and trace that onto the plywood. So that's probably what I'm going to do next. I have another wrinkle in my time since I bought a 1984 Mercedes turbo diesel 300D, and that is going to take up a bunch of time. I don't know why I bought the thing. I have buyer's remorse now, but so be it. So more later.